Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you today. Going to be talking about some quant, man. This is stuff is looking pretty good. Just saying, but anyways, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to us. We are growing and we just ask you to grow with us. Now, let's go ahead and start looking. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of us have been waiting for quant just to kind of ease on down a little bit. So we can maybe get a little bit more DCA in. Now, I told you guys, and I've been constantly saying that the month of August was going to be a tough month in a lot of areas. But, at the first part, it didn't seem so bad, but now it's finally gotten to that point where it's getting really tough. Not only August, though, but from what I can see, the beginning of September, especially before the quantitative easing on September the 17th, which will most likely occur. Nobody's got a crystal ball, but the chances are extremely high right now for a rate cut of at least 0.25, so on September the 17th. Not going to say it's going to happen because we don't have a crystal ball, but we know that it's probably going to happen, most likely. But the thing that we're looking at right now, until then, before that cut and before the quantitative easing, yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit challenging on your cryptos. But right now, this is what the investor needs. You know what I mean? We need a little bit of a pullback. We need an issue or something to give us the ability to dollar cost average in, because of the fact that if everything is going up, how the heck are you going to make profits? So this is the issue right now. But notice at the moment, as we look at quant, still over 100, but notice on the 1 day, it is down 2.7%. So just a heads up on that. We look at the 7-day, quant is down about 3%. For the month, quant is down 18%. And then for the year is up, of course, about 50% here. So this is what we're looking at in this particular case. We see quant and we see what's happening with it right now. Quant is in a position where we're able to probably get a little DCA in. It was up to maybe as much as 130 something. I can't remember exactly where it was, but now it's kind of died down a little bit. So best for us to take advantage of that. Taking advantage of some other things as well. Taking a look at, let's go to the coin market cap, look at Bitcoin, which is at 110,000 right now. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. It wouldn't even hurt my feelings if it went under 100,000. All of these prices are going to be temporary for right now. So for the month of August, this might be it, as far as like downtime and down prices. So just saying, not financial advice, but man, this is looking really good as far as like if you want to get a little DCA in. Ethereum right here is going to be what, 4,400. So now compared to what it was, it's not a bargain because it's gone up. But hey, it is what it is. We got to get these prices while we can. XRP is a little bit under $3 now. There's some other coins that are really down at the moment. How could I say? I'm not going to go into them too much, but trying to see what I want to look at least what's in the top here. Ondo, I haven't talked about Ondo in a minute, but at the same time, Ondo's at like 90 cents. So that is under $1. So just a heads up, guys, there are some great things happening at the moment. Now let's go to the Bitcoin dominance. 57.8%. Yep. So the dominance is not as great as it once was as far as in the 60s, but nevertheless, there's still a lot of dominance to be considered. So we want to keep that in mind as we look at the Bitcoin in this particular case. Let's see, I'm going to make an adjustment on mine. Now, let's go to Ethereum, which is going to be like, what, 14%? Not bad, not bad. Ethereum's rising up. Once Ethereum hits that 5,000 mark, and I think that's probably going to happen next month. But hey, like I said, don't have a crystal ball, but I think it's going to happen next month. But once Ethereum hits 5,000 or greater, it's going to be pretty good. Do not forget that the all-time high for Ethereum has already been hit like a day or two ago. So just a heads up on that. Ethereum is really getting up there the way it should be. But since the all-time high was like 4 years ago, that it was just recently broken, a lot of the other coins, have already inflated, over that 4 years. So that's the reason why Ethereum's percentage is not as great as it was back then. Now let's just go ahead and look. Um, Take a look at Quant as far as like, remember I kept telling you guys, this is the Quant website. This is Quant Network / corporates. One of the things I noticed about Quant, the website is not necessarily concerned about the individual customer. The website is more concerned about, the corporate structure, more concerned about banks and corporate. And they're talking about booking a meeting, but they're not talking about booking a meeting with you, me and you. They're talking about booking a meeting with corporations, banks, big players, huge entities. These guys are about the big time, just saying. Once a little reminder here, talking about the digital pound, the digital euro, etc. And what's this? The UKRLN. So just a heads up that the programmable money is in effect, guys. Quant is how can I say? They're doing their thing, and they're talking to everybody else about it as well. Speaking of which, let's go to X, formerly known as Twitter. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going to be happening. This is going to be an event that's going to be happening October. It says right here, 21st of October. The founder and CEO of Quant is going to be attending FinTech as a Force of Good forum to share us insights on how we can build a safer, more transparent and inclusive financial system. So it's going to be very interesting. So he's going to be joining a panel titled Capital Markets, the Road to Digitalization, which will cover why the digitalization of capital markets is a critical step in cementing the UK's international leadership in financial services and also in driving domestic growth. So just a heads up. Even I had talked about earlier with CBDCs about how that maybe it seems like it's not, quote, accepted in certain areas. I have a feeling that over time, a lot more countries and a lot more people are going to be working with the CBDCs. So just a heads up with that. That's why I feel like a Quant is like ahead of the game. So it's kind of good to know that you're with someone who is becoming a leader in many spaces, especially the financial sector. So let's just keep that in mind. Also, let's see, there is another event. Let me see if I can go here. This is going to be about the event in September. So next month, Quant will be joining the financial community at Sibos 2025 in Frankfurt. Do not forget that Frankfurt is the financial heart and the financial financial capital, of Germany. And Germany is the financial hub and economic hub of Europe itself. So keep that in mind as the Quant team goes to Sibos, which is in Frankfurt, Germany. So right here it says Discover Welcome event. It's going to be Tuesday, September the 30th. So this is going to be going on, looks like in the afternoon, looks like from 4:30 to 4:30 to 6:30. I'm just looking at the military time. I don't know why they put military time, but that was okay. Let's see, Sibos. So that is going to be a huge event. This is going to be very good. So they're going to be hosting the event. Said they're going to be connecting with the fintech innovators, banking leaders, software providers, speakers, and corporate partners. This is going to be huge. Keep that in mind. It's going to be gigantic. Be prepared. Even if you don't go, try to get a little bit of information on it. For all our Quant people, we want to keep our research going, but things are really looking up for Quant. And what can you say? Things are going well. They're just going well. Nothing wrong with that. Now let's go a little bit further. Looking at the fact that I want to give ourselves a quick little reminder. Remind ourselves that Quant is going to be is already, my bad. So ISO 20022 crypto as far as it is already a part of the list of compliant coins in 2025. Quant just kind of came out of nowhere, in my opinion, as far as like they didn't I didn't see them with it, and then all of a sudden, boom, they had it. So apparently they worked hard to get to where they are, and they got this ISO 20022 compliance. So let's just go down a little bit, talking about Quant once again, and let me just go ahead and circle our friend Quant here. So I'm looking at the price at the time at the time that this was created. I wish Quant was still at exactly 100, or it might even get it a little, below. You never know. So facilitates interoperability between blockchains and enterprise software solutions. Yep, we know that Quant does that and does it well, and one of the best in the business. What can you say? Blessing to already know about it. Blessing to be a part of Quant. Blessing to be a part of the rarity of Quant itself. Just saying. Now, let's see. Now, let's go to the chart. I want you to see a little bit of this. This is the 6 month. I want you to see that most of this is already up. You know what I mean? As far as like the price is already made its way up. There was a time here, what was this? April, May, uh, that you could have gotten this below, $100. There was even a little bit of a time in July that was under 100. Not necessarily, how can I say? I think that if it's going to get below 100, it's going to get below 100 right here, August, September. I'm not sure whether it's going to get all the way there, but the next few days is going to probably see some more shaking out, but I'm not sure. But at the same time, if it's going to go down below 100, it's going to happen probably in the next few weeks. So we got from now until, like what, September the 17th. So maybe we'll see even some further downward pressure at that point. But this is the 6 month chart, and you see this is mostly up, not down. So Quant has been on the way up. Just saying, over time, because sometimes you look at a crypto and you're like, well, let's go to the 1 month. If you look at this 1 month chart, you're saying, oh my goodness, it's going down, it's going down. But the 1 month is not indicative of what's been happening over the year's time. Like I said, as you can see right here, this is the 6 month again. Taking a look at the 6 month, this is mostly going up. So just a heads up, guys, if we look short term, it looks like Quant is going down, but take a look at the long term, Quant is still on the rise. So keep that in mind. While you got that little bit of a dip that you have temporary, realize the dip is temporary and it's not going to last forever. You can already see by the chart that this is just a temporary thing. Actually, we could probably over time, see this, develop a certain way and say, hey, it's definitely going to rise back up. But I just want you guys to see and make absolutely sure that you're aware that it's if you want to take advantage of some down prices, the next few weeks, maybe 3 to 4 weeks, I would say approximately, and maybe as much as 4 weeks. But I would take advantage of these opportunities while we can. Don't forget, finally, last but not least, I got to reiterate and I got to remind us that Quant only has the 12 million. How can I say? It's only got the 12 million as far as the circulating supply. Yeah, here we go. 12 million, only 12 million Quant in existence, folks. Want to keep that in mind and want to keep that in the center, or I would say the front of our minds right here. Only 12 million Quant in existence. So what's going to happen is once Quant really goes online and the demand really starts to growing, we're going to see something that we've never seen before. So the main thing is we're going to get as much Quant as we possibly can while we can, trying to make that good investment and look for some great things to happen. With Quant, we already know that it's going to occur. Al, with real life investing, always good to talk about a great crypto and that's going places. Quant speaks for itself, does a fantastic job. But anyways, you guys have a great one. Talk with you soon. Bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.